Tottenham Hotspur in 2022 according to Football Manager 2017. It looks like Spurs have a bright future ahead of them, so we decided to skip 5 years into that future using Football Manager to see where the video game thinks they'll be at. Spurs survived the year at Wembley and have settled into their new home, but the Premier League crown still eludes them, although they did manage to lift the Europa League and a Super Cup. Pochettino has left the club for Bayern Munich but has been replaced by Pep Guardiola. Pochettino isn't the only big departure. Dele Alli and Eric Dyer have both left for Man City because no one's splitting up that bromance, while Toby Alderweireld is playing for the red side of Manchester. Meanwhile, Victor Wanyama and Eric Lamela have headed to the Chinese Super League. Let's take a look at who's left for Spurs. In goal it's Hugo Lloris. The Tottenham skipper is still with the club at the age of 34 and there's no danger of him being ousted. Michel Vorm retired, not that he was close to becoming Spurs' number one, while Lloris is only getting better with age, entering his peak during his mid-30s like most goalkeepers. At right back it's Diego Llorente. The days of Pochettino's flying fullback seem to be over, at least on the right hand side of the pitch, with Llorente occupying the right back slot despite beginning his career as a centre back at Real Madrid. The Spaniard joined Tottenham in 2021 for a fee of £19.25 million from Sevilla. At centre back we have two current Tottenham players, starting with CARTER-VICKERS. The Spurs youth system is still proving to be fruitful, with the American breaking into the first team after a few loan spells away from White Hart Lane. By 2022, CARTER-VICKERS will still just be 23 years old, meaning there's still a core of young players at Tottenham. He's alongside Kevin Wimmer. The Austrian centre-half doesn't get much of a chance at Tottenham right now, but FM has him as a Spurs regular following the departures of Alderweireld and Vertonghen. In fact, they're actually in a fight to keep Wimmer at the club, who is subject to interest from clubs in the Chinese Super League and Monaco, and is worth well over £20 million. Although right back looks a lot more restricted, we still have an attacking-minded left-sided defender in JORDI ALBA. Much like he always does on Footy Manager, Danny Rose's development stalled as he slipped down the pecking order and headed to Swansea for a minimal fee. Spanish defender ALBA has been brought in to replace him after winning everything there is to win at Barcelona, and he only cost £6.75 million, which maybe suggests there's something wrong with him. In midfield we've got Will Hughes. Sitting in front of the defence, it seems like Hughes has been linked with a move to the Premier League ever since he got out of nappies, but he finally makes that move in 2018, joining Tottenham for £11.75 million from Derby. 4 years on and Hughes' value has trebled, but he's only won 5 England caps. On the right flank it's Justin Kluivert, the crown jewel of this current Tottenham side. Son of Dutch legend Patrick, Justin cost Tottenham £27.5 million, making him the second most expensive player in this team, and he's becoming a fan favourite at the Lane and their best winger since a little known Welshman called Gareth Bale, who is still in the Spanish capital. In the middle it's Karol Linetti. The Polish playmaker is probably the least known player in this Tottenham side, currently playing for Sampdoria in Serie A. You may be wondering where promising Tottenham youngster Josh Onomah is. Well, he's been shipped off to Middlesbrough in the Championship for just over £3 million after failing to live up to the supposed hype. But what does Football Manager know? Next we've got Ross Barkley. The Everton lad cost Spurs £31.5 million, making him the most expensive player in the club's history, but my word, it's been a waste. Rarely scoring and rarely assisting, Tottenham fans watch on and wonder to themselves, why did Dele leave us, as they shed a tear. But do not despair, Tottenham fans, this isn't the first time you've wasted £30 million on a player. On the left wing it's Shea Yodjo. Considering we've already told you that Justin Kluivert is the best winger Spurs have, that tells you all you need to know about Shea Yodjo. The winger failed to make the grade at Liverpool and headed to the capital for £9.75 million. And while he's hardly been disastrous, this forward line can't hold a candle to the one they have right now in 2017. And finally we've got Mr. Tottenham Hotspur, Harry Kane. He's still one of their own and should be at the top of his game at the age of 28. However, that doesn't seem to be the case, with Kane's rate of goals seemingly slowing down, scoring 18 in 36 last season, which still isn't bad in fairness. The bulk of Pochettino's current squad have all moved on to bigger and better things in some cases, but Harry Kane has stayed true, wondering where all of his friends have gone. So that's Tottenham in 2022 according to Football Manager 2017. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.